Race number 1 of the evening has its Miller time. Out in LeBaron, Robbie's Rhythm, Donmar DR, Blue Again, Killer Fred, Canico Victory, Charlotte Sis, and GL Bobby. They are off and pacing at the rail. It's Miller Times away looking for the lead. Donmar DR up on the outside is second at the far outside. Charlotte Sis third. At the rail, GL Bobby gets away fourth. Followed down at the rail in 5 by Island LeBaron. Getting away sixth in along the rail is Robbie's Rhythm. Away racing in 7 is Blue Again. 3 wide from 8 as they move on to the opening quarter is Killer Fred. They race down the backstretch for time 1. Approaching the opening station on the outside, Donmar DR now drives on to grab the lead. It's Miller Time is racing second. GL Bobby next in line third, followed fourth by Island LeBaron. Charlotte Sis has found a seat in 5. Next in line, Robbie's Rhythm sixth. On the outside, racing 7 is Blue Again. Killer Fred has 8, and ninth and trailing the field is Canico Victory. They were by the opening quarter in 29 and 3. They round the top turn and approach the halfway point. Out front, Donmar leading it by 2.5 lengths over its Miller Time. On the inside, GL Bobby moving first up is Charlotte Sis, giving cover to Blue Again on the limb, racing in 5. Island LeBaron locked in 6. Killer Fred from 7. Then Robbie's Rhythm and Canico Victory steps to the outside from the tail end. 101 and 4 was the half. They move down the backside for the final time. Up front, Donmar DR is still the boss by 1 length over its Miller Time. And now coming 3 wide and moving up into contention. Third is Blue Again, also on the move. Killer Fred out there, 3 wide. Moving to within striking range, fourth. They check in now at the 3/4. Donmar DR leading it by half a length. Blue Again second. Killer Fred out there, 3 wide is third. Looking for room, it's Miller Time at the rail is fourth. Outside fifth is Robbie's Rhythm. They're 3 deep as they head past the 7/8, 3/4 in 1:35 and 3. In the center, that's Blue Again with the lead. Out there, 3 wide. Killer Fred is second, dropping back third. Donmar DR as they move off the top turn and straighten out through the lane for the final time. Killer Fred, Blue Again on the far outside. Island LeBaron. They drive to the stretch, and it will be Killer Fred to win it. Robbie's Rhythm for second, and third is Island LeBaron. Killer Fred, a 10-year-old gelded son of Briscoe Hanover. Over Thomas Green, Danny Romo driving. The Island 207 and 2/5. Race number 2 of the evening has Too Legit to Quit, Arrogant Colleen, Silent Assault, Saturday's Child, Sonoma Benbolt, Diplomat Sandy, Caravan's Playboy, Able Flyer, and Lance's Lad. They're off and pacing. Arrogant Colleen off the gate first, grabbing the early lead. Up on the outside, Silent Assault gets away second. On the outside, Garvan's Playboy is racing third, followed by Saturday's Child fourth. Up on the limb, Able Flyer racing in 5. Too Legit to Quit away at the rail in 6. Lance's Lad has 7, settling in Sonoma Benbolt in 8. And ninth and trailing the field is Diplomat Sandy. Single file as they move on to the opening quarter. Out front, Silent Assault leads the way by 1 length. Arrogant Colleen sitting in the garden spot. Caravan's Playboy next in line is third. Saturday's Child pacing fourth, and Saturday's Child is taken to the outside first up. Giving cover to Lance's Lad on the limb, racing in 5. The inside racing sixth is Able Flyer. Sonoma Benbolt from 7. Diplomat Sandy in 8. And now trailing is Too Legit to Quit. 32 and 2 is the opening quarter. They move off the top turn and approach the halfway point. Silent Assault on top is still dictating the pace, leading it by 1 length. Arrogant Colleen getting a golden trip second. First up is Saturday's Child with Garvan's Playboy now locked in at the rail. Second over, racing in 5 is Lance's Lad. Able Flyer 6. 7th on the outside, Sonoma Benbolt. Diplomat Sandy swinging 3 wide from 8. And Too Legit to Quit can see them all. They were by the half in 1:05 and 3/5 seconds. They move down the backside for the final time. Silent Assault still there, a length and a half. Arrogant Colleen second. Garvan's Playboy now moving to the outside in 3. Fourth is Lance's Lad. Sonoma Benbolt in 5. Up on the outside, Diplomat Sandy racing from 6. They check in now at the 3/4 on the outside. Garvan's Playboy up now to engage Silent Assault for the lead. They match strides as they move on to the 7/8. Lance's Lad on the outside is pacing third. Locked in the pocket, Arrogant Colleen is fourth. Sonoma Men Bolt in 5. They move on past the 7/8, 3/4 in 1:38. Less than 1/8 to come. Silent Assault leading them home. Garavan's Playboy in the outside second. Arrogant Colleen is racing third. They drive to the stretch for the final time. Silent Assault by a length and a half. Garavan's Playboy in the outside. Silent Assault will win it. Garavan's Playboy finishing second. It's close for third between Diplomat Sandy and Arrogant Colleen. The second race winner, number 3, Silent Assault, a 4-year-old son of Silent Majority, by Carl Eisner, Calvin Eisner driving. Mile in 2:10 and 1/5. Race number 3 of the evening has Landover, Kilkerran Fury, 3 A's and a C, Comblewood Noble, Copper Leo, Entirely Mike's, Platanos, Calabretta Noble, and Westover again. They are off and pacing at the rail. Landover's away looking for the lead. Copper Leo hustling up quickly now to take charge. Kilkerran Fury up on the limb is away racing third. On the inside, Westover again gets away sitting in 4th. 3 A's and a C is settled in 5th. Comblewood Noble away in 6th. Calabretta Noble from 7. Entirely Mike's is racing from 8 in the early going. In 9th and trailing the field is Platanos. They move on to the opening quarter. Single file out front leading the way. Copper Leo by 1. Racing second is Landover with Kilkerran Fury campaigning the rail third. Holding down the 4 spot is Westover again. 3 A's and a C tied up in 5. Comblewood Noble has 6. Calabretta Noble from 7. Entirely Mike's moving to the outside from 8. And Platanos is still trailing. They were by the opening quarter in 30 seconds flat. They move off the top turn and approach the halfway point. On top, Copper Leo continuing to dictate the pace, leading it by 2 lengths over Landover. On the inside third, that's Kilkerran Fury racing 4th and looking to the outside. To follow the move of Kilkerran Fury is Westover again. Third over racing from 6 into the turn is 3 A's and a C. Then we go back to Comblewood Noble racing from 6. Entirely Mike 7, Platanos 8, and Calabretta Noble is now trailing the half in 1:03. They move on to the backside for the final time. Westover again hustling up on the outside and now forging to the top. Second is Copper Leo with Landover racing third. On the outside, 3 A's and a C is 4th. Kilkerran Fury dropping off 5th. They head on to the upper turn. Westover again has taken over the lead. Opens up now to 3 lengths. Copper Leo trying to hang in second. Landover racing third. 3 A's and a C is 4th. Outside, Entirely Mike's racing 5th. 1:31 and 1 3/4. They make the final turn. Westover again is clear on the front end with Copper Leo racing second. Landover third. 3 A's and a C the outside 4th. It's all Westover again. Finishing second will be Copper Leo, and the show spot goes to Landover. The third race winner, number 9, Westover again, a 7-year-old black-gelded son of Angel's Wave, by John Thompson. Gary McDonald driving. The mile in 2:01 and 1/5. Race number 4 has Sammys Pride, Hustling Abbey, Crafty Abe, PEI Angel, Blue Mineral first, BS Bullet, Shakatees, Moorview John, in the back tier, Percenter Celtic. They are off and pacing. Hustling Abbey getting the first call. Sammys Pride moving out second out the rail. Up on the outside, Blue Mineral first gets away third. Percenter Celtic out the rail is 4th. They move by the 8th and into the backstretch for time 1 out front. Hustling Abbey by 1. Sammys Pride second. Blue Mineral first parked out third. Along the rail racing in 4 is Crafty Abe parked out and sitting in the 5 spot as they move to the opening quarter is BS Bullet. Percenter Celtic along the rail in 6 to the outside in 7. Goes Shakatees, followed in 8 by Moorview John, and trailing the field 9th is PEI Angel. 30 and 2/5 seconds, the opening quarter. They're midway through the upper turn. On top, Blue Mineral first now leads it by 1 length over Hustling Abbey. Along the rail, third, Sammys Pride. BS Bullet up on the outside is racing first over 4th. Locked in and racing in 5, Crafty Abe with cover. is Shockatees on the outside in 6%er. Celtic Shuffle back at the rail 7th. PEI Angel on the outside in 8th and 9th, and treading Moorview John. They check into the half. Blue Mineral first, still there by 1. On the inside, getting a good trip. Hustling Abbey is racing second. Shockatees out there 3 wide, moves up for 3rd. Along the rail and racing 4th is Sammys Pride. BS Bullet 5th, 3 wide. PEI Angel from 6th. Then Crafty Abe has 7. Moorview John. And Percenter Celtic is now trailing. They approach 3/4 after a half of 102 and a 2. Blue Mineral first, still in control by 3 parts of a length. Shockatees on the outside, giving chase second. Hustling Abbey at the rail is 3rd. PEI Angel with cover on the outside is racing 4th. 5th is Sammys Pride on the outside, racing 6th, and going 3 wide is Moorview John. They head for the upper turn. 1:35 and 1 3/4. Blue Mineral first, still with the lead, just by a head on the outside. That's Shockatees. Second, Hustling Abbey is racing 3rd. PEI Angel on the outside, 4th. They make the final turn. Blue Mineral first, trying to fight them off. Shockatees on the outside. They drive to the stretch. Blue Mineral first. Shockatees now a slight advantage. Hustling Abbey in the passing lane. It looks like Shockatees, Hustling Abbey, and Blue Mineral first. The 4th race winner, number 7, Shockatees, a 4-year-old mare by Winner's Accolade by Bruce Butler and Bob Workman. Danny Romo picking up his 2nd win of the evening, the mile in 2:08. Race 5 has Cole Sarah, Live Jewel, Charrette's Fascination VL, Tucson Sun, Dusty Lane Maria, and Strike is Rich. They're off and pacing. Rough gated is Live It Up moving out for the lead. That is Charrette's. Cole Sarah gets away racing 2nd. Up on the limb and traveling 3rd. Fascination VL. They head for the opening 8th, and Charrette's quickly takes the lead. Up on the outside and now racing 2nd is Tucson Sun. At the rail 3rd is Fascination VL. Cole Sarah comes away 4th, followed by Strike is Rich in 5. On the outside, Dusty Lane Maria races out of 6. At the rail, Live It Up has 7. Kilkerran Jewel from 8, and 9th and treading the field is Candidate. They're spread out as they head on to the upper turn. Out front, Tucson Sun. Now moving out, looking to reclaim the top spot is Charrette's, and Charrette's is recapturing the lead. Opening quarter in a brisk 28 and 3. They move off the top turn, approaching the half. Charrette's reclaiming the top over Tucson Sun with Fascination VL racing out the rail 3rd. Cole Sarah looking to the outside in 4. Followed in 5 by Strike is Rich, racing in 6. Dusty Lane Maria. On the outside, Candidate is pacing in 7. At the rail in 8 is Live It Up, and Kilkerran Jewel is at the back of the field. They dip into the bend on their way past the 5/8, the half in a minute and 1/5 second. Charrette's leading it by 1 length over Tucson Sun. Cole Sarah's first up 3rd. Locked in, Fascination VL is 4th. Going 3 wide in 5 is Strike is Rich. At the rail, Dusty Lane Maria is racing from 6. They continue past 3/4. It's Charrette's by a length and a half. Tucson Sun. Strike is Rich on the outside is racing 3rd. At the rail and pacing 4th is Fascination VL with Cole Sarah in 5. Dusty Lane Maria has 6. 3/4 in 1:32 and 1. They have an 8th left to come as they move off the top turn. Charrette's clear by 2.5, 3 lengths. Outside 2nd is Strike is Rich. At the rail, Tucson Sun is 3rd. Fascination VL racing 4th. Through the stretch for the final time, it's all Charrette's. He's going to draw off to win it. Strike is Rich will finish 2nd, and getting up for the show spot is Kilkerran Jewel. Number 5, Charrette's, an 8-year-old gelding by It's Fritz on Berlin Privet of Truro. Gary McDonald with his 2nd win on the program, the mile 2:03 and 1/5. Race number 6, MD Calcium, Muscle Toxin, Light and Warrior, Helen's Memory, Major Troll, Kid's Brother, Bubble Up, Forward Pass, and Island Link. They're off and pacing. MD Calcium at the rail is a way to quickly grab the early lead. Helen's Memory hustling out second on the inside. Island Link gets away third. Up on the outside, that's Major Trial racing in 4. Muscle Toxin at the rail, locked in 5th. Light and Warrior comes away in 6. Kid's Brother parked out in 7. Bubble Up has 8. And Forward Pass is the early trailer. They move on to the opening quarter. MD Calcium leading it by half a length. Helen's Memory up on the outside looking for the top spot. On the inside, Island Link traveling third. Outside with cover, Major Trial is racing 4th. Muscle Toxin along the rail has 5. 6th is Light and Warrior. Kid's Brother parked out racing in 7. Bubble Up has 1 horse beaten in Forward Pass as they make their way by the 3/8. The opening quarter was reached in 30 2/5 seconds. They continue to battle up front for the lead. MD Calcium and Helen's Memory in behind them. Island Link getting the golden trip third. Outside with cover, Major Trial is racing in 4. 5th along the rail, that's Muscle Toxin. Kid's Brother parked out racing in 6. Light and Warrior in 7. Then Bubble Up and Forward Pass into the turn. They head for the backside. Final time, the half in 1:01 2/5 seconds. MD Calcium still with the lead, just by ahead on the outside. Helen's Memory getting the parking ticket second. Along the rail, that's Island Link racing third. Major Trial on the outside is 4th. They move down the backside, approaching 3/4. Helen's Memory on the outside is now forging to the top. MD Calcium second. Major Trial on the outside racing third. Along the rail 4th, that's Island Link. Light and Warrior on the outside has 5. Muscle Toxin with nowhere to go from 6 as they continue on to the upper turn. Helen's Memory clear now by 2.5, 3 lengths. 1:32 4 the 3/4. Moving on second is Major Trial. Light and Warrior closing up on the outside third. Off the turn and through the lane they come for the final time. They're led home by Helen's Memory. Closing in on the outside, that's Light and Warrior. They drive to the payoff. Light and Warrior now taking over, and Light and Warrior will draw off to win it. Finishing second is Helen's Memory, and the show spot goes to Island Link. The winner of race 6, number 3, Light and Warrior, 7-year-old Chestnut Gelded, son of Table Stakes, owned, trained, and driven to victory by George McLean. The mile in 2:04 2/5. Race 7 of the evening has Scallopine, Kilkerran Jake, Income Wilco, Fireson, No More Regrets, Bionic Trick, Bayou Angus, Bozo Stinger, and Portobello Count. They are on and pacing off the gate. No More Regrets looking for the early lead. At the rail, Scallopine is away second. Kilkerran Jake tucks in third. Bionic Trick up on the limit is 4th, followed by Portobello Count in 5. Income Wilco gets away 6. Fireson is at the rail racing in 7 from 8 in the early going. As they move down the backside is Bayou Angus, and at 9th and trailing, that is Bozo Stinger. Seating arrangements complete as they continue past the opening station. No More Regrets out front leads the way by 2 lengths, with Scallopine in pursuit second. Kilkerran Jake third. 2 lengths off racing in 4 is Bionic Trick. From 5 is Portobello Count. Racing in 6, Income Wilco to the outside. There goes Fireson from 7. The trailers, as they move off the top turn, are Bayou Angus and Bozo Stinger. 30 1/5 second was the opening quarter in front of the grandstand for the first time as they approach the half. No More Regrets continuing to dictate the pace, maintaining a 2-length lead over Scallopine. Third along the rail is Kilkerran Jake. Bionic Trick taking a look out of 4. Fireson starting up on the outside from 5. Portobello Count at the rail locked in 6th. 7th is Income Wilco, then Bayou Angus, and trailing the field Bozo Stinger. They head for the backside. Final time halfway home in 1:01 1/5 second. They approach 3/4. No More Regrets still there by 2, 2.5. With Scallopine second. Kilkerran Jake moving off the rail third. Bionic Trick 4th. Fireson on the outside has 5. Portobello Count racing from 6th. At the rail, Income Wilco in 7. Then we go back to the trailers, and they still are Bayou Angus and Bozo Stinger. They head for the 7/8. 1:32 3 the 3/4. No More Regrets there by 2.5. Kilkerran Jake on the outside is now racing second. At the rail, traveling third. Scallopine the outside. Bionic Trick is 4th. Less than 1/8 to come as they move through the lane. No More Regrets. Now just by half a length. Kilkerran Jake on the outside. Far outside, Bionic Trick. No More Regrets. Kilkerran Jake, Bionic Trick. Gets close. We'll have to wait for the picture. Number 2, Kilkerran Jake, a 5-year-old gelding by Oil Count. On the Triple D Farms, Elton Miller driving the mile in 2:05 and 1/5. Race number 8, top of the stretch, has PH Terminator, Classic Charm, Cocan Woody, Blitzy Treasure, JK Joker, Kildare Michael, Hawkeye Charamar, and Granite Gambler. They're off and pacing. PH Terminator at the rail is away quickly to grab the lead over Classic Charm. Settling in third, Cocan Woody. Blitzy Treasure grabs his seat fourth. Away in 5 is JK Joker. From 6, Kildare Michael. Hawkeye Charamar is away in 7. And 8th and trailing is Granite Gambler. They move down the backstretch in program order as they head for the opening quarter. On top, PH Terminator by a length and a half. Classic Charm is second. Cocan Woody third. Blitzy Treasure is at the rail fourth. JK Joker in 5. 6th is Kildare Michael. Hawkeye Charamar moving to the outside in 7. And Granite Gambler is 8th and trailing. 30 and 4 the opening quarter. They move by the 3/8. PH Terminator continue to set the tempo. A length and a half advantage over Classic Charm. Cocan Woody gets flushed to the outside third. Picking up the cover on the outside in 4 is Blitzy Treasure. Kildare Michael at the rail, locked in racing in 5. JK Joker has 6. 7th is Hawkeye Charamar. And 8th and trailing Granite Gambler. They continue into the lower turn on their way to the 5/8. PH Terminator still the leader by 1 length. First up, Cocan Woody is second. Along the rail, locked in Classic Charm. Third, Blitzy Treasure. Getting a second over trip. Well spotted racing fourth. 5th is Kildare Michael, the half in 1:02 and 1. They approach 3/4. Cocan Woody on the outside, moving up to engage. PH Terminator at the rail, locked in Classic Charm. Third, Blitzy Treasure the outside fourth. JK Joker 3 wide 5th. Kildare Michael has 6. They continue on past the 7/8. 1:32 and 4 the 3/4. On the inside, clinging to the lead is PH Terminator with Cocan Woody right there. Second, third, Classic Charm. On the inside, Kildare Michael now angling off the rail fourth. They make the final turn. PH Terminator still in control. Cocan Woody on the outside. Classic Charm down on the passing lane. And Classic Charm taking advantage of the passing lane to get up to win it. Second is Cocan Woody. PH Terminator third. Back in front of the grandstand, the 8th race winner, number 2, Classic Charm, a 5-year-old daughter of Franz Hanover, Bettina Denny, trained and driven by Jim Davis, the mile in 2:02 and 4/5. Race number 9 of the evening has Island Navigator, Past Due, Dandy Guy, Charlotte's Rebel, Catero, Dr. LC, Roddy Colt, Mary's First, and Township Mimi. They're off and pacing off stride is Dr. LC. They move into the first turn. Past Due emerging with the lead. Out the rail second is Island Navigator. Up on the outside, wide racing now second as they head by the opening 8th is Charlotte's Rebel. Up on the limb, traveling third in the early going is Roddy Colt. Out the rail, racing away fourth, Island Navigator. 5th, Township Mimi. From 6, that is Dandy Guy. Racing on the outside, Mary's First in 7. 8th is Catero. And 9th and trailing after the break leaving is Dr. LC. They move into the turn, approaching the 3/8. The leader is Past Due by a length and a half. Second is Charlotte's Rebel. Along the rail third, that's Roddy Colt. Island Navigator taking a look at a 4. Holding down 5 is Township Mimi. Mary's First parked on the outside is racing from 6. Dandy Guy has 7. Then we go back to Catero. And well back and trailing Dr. LC. 29 and 1 was the opening quarter. They check into the half. Past Due still there by 2 lengths over Charlotte's Rebel. Roddy Colt still at the rail third. Outside parked out fourth is Mary's First. Island Navigator in 5. Then Dandy Guy from 6. Township Mimi 7. Catero 8. And off stride 9th is Dr. LC. A minute 3 was the halfway point. They move on to the backside for the final time. Past Due, still the boss by 1 length. Charlotte's Rebel enjoying a perfect journey second. Rowdy Colt at the rail is still racing third. Mary's first on the outside fourth. Dandy Guy coming 3 wide from 5. Island Navigator is racing in 6th. 7th to the outside is Township Mimi. They move on now to the 7/8. And up on the outside, here comes Dandy Guy after Past Due. They're midway through the final turn. Dandy Guy on the outside, now matching strides with Past Due. Charlotte's Rebel third. On the inside, Rowdy Colt fourth. They make the final turn, 1:32 and 1 3/4. Dandy Guy taking over the lead. Racing second is Past Due on the outside. Charlotte's Rebel third. It will be Dandy Guy to win it. Second is Past Due. The show spot goes to Charlotte's Rebel. Riding back, the 9th race winner, number 3, Dandy Guy, a 4-year-old son of Armborough Acton, number Ron Kennedy. Gary McDonald was his 3rd winning drive of the evening, out in 2:04. Race number 10 of the evening has Fire Knight, Win and Robbie, Wilco's Derby, Matsky, No Debtor, Township Cassandra, Lady Vet, Dolly Finesse, and CL's Wonder Girl. They're off and pacing. Lady Vet fires off the gate quickly from the outside and takes over the early lead as they hit the first turn. Fire Knight gets away second, Win and Robbie in the outside third. CL's Wonder Girl away at the rail in fourth, parked on the outside, racing from 5. That is No Debtor. On the inside, racing in 6th. The Wilco's Derby from 7 is Matsky. Township Cassandra away in 8. And at 9th and trailing the field is Dolly Finesse. They make their way past the opening quarter. On the outside, Win and Robbie now moving on to the lead, with Lady Vet giving way to race second. Along the rail, Fire Knight next in line third. CL's Wonder Girl fourth. No Debtor gets the parking ticket in 5. Out the rail 6th is Wilco's Derby, followed in 7 by Matsky, then Township Cassandra. And Dolly Finesse steps to the outside from the back of the field. 30 2/5 seconds was the opening quarter. They move off the top turn, approaching the half. And still dictating the pace is Win and Robbie by 1 length. Lady Vet getting a golden trip second. Outside third, and moving up is No Debtor. Locked in, Fire Knight at the rail is 4th. Getting a second over trip in 5 is CL's Wonder Girl. Wilco's Derby to the outside in 6. Matsky hemmed in at the rail in 7. Racing in 8, and on the outside is Dolly Finesse. Township Cassandra is now the trailer. They were by the half in 1:02 3/5 seconds. Moving down the backside, final time. Win and Robbie still there, a length and a half. Lady Vet is in pursuit second. CL's Wonder Girl sweeping up 3 wide on the outside third. Fire Knight along the rail is 4th. 3 wide, Wilco's Derby in 5. They continue into the turn on their way to the 7/8. Win and Robbie by 2.5. CL's Wonder Girl on the outside is now second. Dropping back, Lady Vet third. Wilco's Derby on the outside is racing 4th. Dolly Finesse coming 3 wide from 5. Less than 1/8 to come. 1:34 3/4. They straighten out through the lane for the final time. Win and Robbie is clear by 4-5 lengths. CL's Wonder Girl second. Wilco's Derby third. It's all Win and Robbie. Second is CL's Wonder Girl, and the show spot goes to Wilco's Derby. Back the 10th race winner, number 2, Win and Robbie, a 4-year-old son of Explosive BC, owned by Todd Blankhorn, trained by Sean Dixon, Phil Pinckney driving, mile in 2:05 2/5. Race number 11 of the evening has Walk of Life, Joe's Six-Pack, Mono's Beacon, Renee's Fella, Barnabas here, Classy Win, Alan's Birthday, MD Apple Betty, and Harriet. They are off and pacing. Walk of Life at the rail is a way to grab the early lead. Renee's Fella hustling up on the outside second. Harriet down at the rail gets away third. Up on the limb and traveling 4th in the early going as they move by the 8th is Joe Six-Pack. It'll on the rail in 5. That's Classy Win. Getting away racing 6th is Mono's Beacon. Barnabas here has 7. In 8, Alan's Birthday. And MD Applebetty is 9th and trailing. They continue past the opening quarter. On top, Walk of Life sets the early tempo, leads it by 1. Parked on the outside, Joe's six-pack is racing second. In the pocket, Renee's Fella third. Along the rail, Harrier has 4. Fifth is Classy Win, Mono's Beacon from 6th. Then we go back to Barnabas here, Alan's Birthday, and MD Apple Betty. They were by the initial quarter in 29 and 4/5 seconds. Off the turn and through the stretch, they approach the half. Walk of Life continuing to dictate the pace. A length lead with Renee's Fella sitting in the pocket, parked on the outside, Joe's six-pack. Along the rail and staying there fourth is Harrier, stepping to the outside, Classy Win from 5. Racing in 6 as they dip into the turn, Mono's Beacon. Barnabas here has 7. Trailers are still Alan's Birthday and MD Apple Betty. They were by the half in 1 minute and 1/5 second. They continue down the backside for the final time. It's still Walk of Life in control by 3 parts of a length. Hanging tough on the outside, Joe's six-pack still races second. Locked in along the rail, Renee's Fella is third. With cover, Classy Win on the outside is traveling fourth. Fifth is Harrier moving to the outside. Mono's Beacon from 6. They head for the 7/8. Walk of Life still the leader by 3 parts of a length. Joe's six-pack is second. Along the rail, third is Renee's Fella. Classy Win fourth. 1 and 1 the 3/4. They make the final turn. Walk of Life trying to hold them off on the outside. Joe's six-pack down inside. Renee's Fella. Walk of Life. Joe's six-pack bearing down on the outside, and he gets up to win it. Second is Walk of Life, and the show spot goes to Renee's Fella. The winner of race 11, number 2 in your car, Joe's six-pack, a 7-year-old gelded son of Armbro, Omaha. By Walter Simmons of Summerside, trained by Blaine McKenna, Jason McDougall driving. The mile in 2:01 and 1/5. 12th and final dash of the evening has If By Chance, Ridgefield, Daystar, Almahurst, Ankin Hot Heels, Courageous Lily, Debbie Diane, Knotsford Maker, Marmashidino, and Cantley Speed. They are off and pacing off the gate. First is Ridgefield to grab the lead. If By Chance gets away second. Up on the outside, racing third, Knotsford Maker. Away fourth, Cantley Speed. On the outside, Daystar, Almahurst 5. Getting away racing in 6th is Ankin Hot Heels out the rail, pacing in 7. That is Courageous Lily as they enter the backside for time 1, approaching the opening quarter. Out front, Ridgefield by 1 length. Knotsford Maker second. Daystar, Almahurst advancing on the outside third. Fourth, If By Chance. Cantley Speed at the rail in 5. 6th, Ankin Hot Heels. Courageous Lily from 7. Then Debbie Diane and Marmashidino trails. They were by the opening quarter in 29 and 4. They race into the turn by the 3/8. Up front, the leader is Ridgefield by 1 length. Knotsford Maker sitting in the pocket, parked on the outside. Daystar, Almahurst third. Along the rail and racing from 4 as they approach the half. If By Chance, off stride goes Cantley Speed. They move past the halfway point. It's still Ridgefield showing the way. Outside, Daystar, Almahurst is second. Knotsford Maker third. If By Chance fourth. Ankin Hot Heels fifth. Marmashidino on the outside 6. Courageous Lily has 7. Debbie Diane and 8. And trailing after the miscue as they race on by the 5/8 is Cantley Speed. 1 minute 2/5 was the halfway point. Ridgefield is still in control. Daystar, Almahurst sits on the outside second. Knotsford Maker is tied up, racing in the pocket third. On the outside and moving into contention fourth, and sweeping 3 wide is Ankin Hot Heels. They head on to the upper turn. It's still Ridgefield showing the way. 3 wide, and now second is Ankin Hot Heels along the rail. Knotsford Maker third. Daystar, Almahurst fourth. Marmashidino moves up into the 5 spot. 6th is Courageous Lily. 1:33 the 3/4. They straighten out through the stretch for the final time. Ankin Hot Heels on the outside, battling Ridgefield as they drive to the payoff. Ankin Hot Heels on the outside, Ridgefield fighting back gamely. Ankin Hot Heels, Ridgefield on the inside. Ridgefield, Ankin Hot Heels. It looks like Ridgefield, Ankin Hot Heels second. Third is Knotsford Maker. The 12th race winner, number 2 in your car, Ridgefield, a 12-year-old son of Escort, and with Steve Morton of Windsor. Jason McDougall with back-to-back victories. The mile in 2:04 and 3/5.